My name is Emily Brahms Jacobs, and today we are going to spend about 15 minutes grounding and resetting to bring ourselves back into the present moment with our breath and some relaxation. So all you'll need is 15 minutes with no distractions. Close your door, turn off your computer, silence your phone. If you have a couple of blocks and a couple of blankets, grab those. A mat is always nice, and you can do this practice in your bed. If this is a practice you choose to do right before you want to fall asleep or to begin your day, either way, the practice is to ground and to recenter. So spend some time just gathering your props. If you're using your bed or you don't have these props, 2 blankets, 2 blocks, you can grab pillows, and any kind of blanket would do. So 2 pillows, a big blanket would be lovely. So we'll get started. I'm already sitting on one of my blankets and we'll start in a seat. However, we're going to start by folding one blanket so that it's ready for our relaxation. So I've taken a yoga blanket and I've just folded it down the middle so the fringe is at the bottom, and I'm holding the folded top. So I'll just make it easy and show you the whole thing, the whole process. Opening up a blanket, bringing the fringes together, the short ends together, and then I'm going to take the folded top in between my thumbs and index fingers and fold this in half again. And so it's a nice big rectangle. I'm going to now roll it, so I'll place it on my mat on the ground to roll, folding this folded edge over about a quarter of the way. This makes for a tighter roll, and a teacher of mine showed me to do this and I've done it ever since. It really works. So now taking this folded edge and really curling it up tight. Curling it up real tight. So we'll set this first part up. You'll have a nice rolled blanket and your 2 blocks. Placing your blocks on your mat so they're side by side and it's a long surface, like you've just made one long block. And you'll place that rolled blanket right on top. So I'll show you where we go with that in just a moment. For now, let's just sit tall and ground and settle here before we lay down and take it into relaxation. So finding comfort, I suggest sitting on something to lift yourself up. Giving the hips a little more height over the knees makes this a little more comfortable. If we're sitting for a long period of time, we won't be here for too long, but just to have that in awareness for future practice, lifting the hips higher than the knees adds comfort to a meditation practice, a breathwork practice, a mindfulness practice. And once you find your seat, you can place your hands just gently on your thighs, relax your elbows, your shoulders. And we'll just begin by noticing the breath. So if it feels safe to you, you can close your eyes. Closing the eyes gently. Just start to observe your breath. Maybe perhaps taking a full inhale to start. And sighing it out your mouth. Taking a full breath in, sighing it out. We'll do one more breath in. And now shifting your breathing to breath moving in and out of your nose. And as you soften your face, your forehead, your eyelids, Soften your cheeks, your jaw, your tongue. Soften your shoulders, your belly. Begin to notice the fluctuations of your breath, the rise and fall, the in and the out of your breath. Really bringing all of your awareness and attention to this inhale and this exhale. This inhale and this exhale. And keeping your attention here, your breath rising and falling, your mind is settling on your breath. Noticing the quality of your breath. The rhythm of your breath. Perhaps as you begin, you're noticing that the breath might be a little shallow, could be deep right away, just where you are simply noticing. And become aware of your right nostril. Your left nostril. Both nostrils together. And can you notice that you have a dominant nostril, one nostril pulling in a little bit more breath, or it's a little stronger breathing? You're simply just going to make a note. It's subtle, so if it's hard to tell, don't worry. But if it's easy, you can tell that maybe it's the right nostril that's having a little more breath. We'll say that's the dominant nostril. And if it's the left, that's the dominant nostril. And we'll take another full breath together through both nostrils. And sigh it out. We're going to shift now to lying on the ground. If you can, let your eyes remain soft. The eyelids gently open. So you're staying in this awareness as you shift your body to lie down, but staying very much in awareness of your inner world. And if you are sitting up on a blanket, or perhaps it's that pillow, you can slide it back so it's there for your head. And then bringing your feet, your legs, your knees to rest right on top of that rolled blanket. And then slowly lowering yourself all the way down to the floor, and then as you settle, making the micro adjustments so that your whole body can land. Your whole body can land. Head is on a blanket or a pillow. Knees are resting on the rolled blanket and blocks or a pillow. And if you happen to have an additional blanket and would like a little extra grounding, you can simply grab a blanket, place that over your hips or over your whole front body. If you have an additional blanket or an additional pillow, it's a good way to add grounding to the body. And begin to breathe or find your breath again. Finding your inhalation and exhalation, moving through both nostrils. Sensing the rise and fall of your soft belly, relaxed ribs and chest. I'm going to guide you through a little bit of a body scan. And just before I do that, we'll simply take a full inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding for just a moment, staying soft and relaxed in that hold. And then exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay soft and relaxed. Inhale for 4. And out for 8. In for 4. Out for 8. In 4. And out 8. And one more round on your own. Let your breath return to a natural pace and easy rhythm, one in which you're not actively forcing the breath or expanding the breath. It's just an easy flow. And as your breath returns to its natural pace, become aware of your heels lying on the ground, grounding, resting on your yoga mats or bed. And sensing the soles of your feet, your toes, tops of your feet. And feeling both feet relaxing, giving the weight of the feet to the earth. And then sensing your shins, your calves, The knees. I'm feeling the support behind the knees. And so with that support there, just like the earth, we can release the weight into the support. The support will hold. The earth will hold. So feeling the knees relax. And then the upper thighs, front, back, inner and outer thighs soften, get heavy. Your hips, the seat, the pelvis. Relaxing to the earth again, feeling where you meet support. And releasing in. And then traveling up the back body. Lower back and middle back and upper back, shoulder blades. Feeling your whole spine on the ground. There's parts of the spine that may be lifted away from the earth. Notice the parts that are touching the earth, the mat. If you feel you may be distracted, you can always bring your attention back by scanning the body and by pulling in or receiving a breath that's an inhale of 4 and an exhale for 8. That just might bring you right back to the present moment. So using these little tools, the anchors of breath, connection to the earth, of sensing your connection to the earth, brings you back into the present moment. Feeling your arms out at your side, your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, your wrists, your hands, out through your fingers. And then sensing your front body, your belly, your soft belly. Relaxed ribs. Open chest. Softening around your throat, back of your head and neck. Jaw unclenches, tongue heavy in the mouth, lips relax. Cheeks, ears, temples, eyes. Your eyelids, your eyebrows, your forehead, all soft. And now witnessing your whole self relaxing, breathing in through both nostrils. Your whole body relaxes onto the earth. We'll stay here just a little bit longer. In the silence and stillness. And staying just another moment longer. Taking another full breath in. And another full breath in. You might begin to wake up toes, fingers, adding any stretching, any movement you feel you might need. And then come back to that moment at the beginning of our practice when we notice what nostril was more dominant. And roll to the side so that nostril is on top. So you might pause before you move too quickly. Keep your eyes closed, but bend your knees, roll yourself to one side, and that dominant nostril is going to be on top. And then from here, pressing yourself into a seat. Sitting up on a blanket. Just feeling into the body, into the breath. Sensing that you took time for yourself today to pause, to ground and recenter. So as you return back to your day, let's signify this with palms at the heart, just honoring the practice, honoring yourself and your body, honoring the pause. And we'll bow in to each other. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time.